Hi everybody, it's Abby, and today I'm here to show you my foundation routine and just what I do to my face in the morning and just all that I do to my skin, not like the washing it part, but everything else, and this includes blush and bronzer and things like that. So let's get started. The first thing I use kind of as a primer, but as my moisturizer as well, so I have like a one less step. And it helps control my oil also, is the MAC Oil Control Lotion. So I'm just going to make sure your hands are clean before you do any of this. I'm just going to take one pump. One pump should be good. And just dot it. You don't need a lot at all. And it smells amazing. And it doesn't dry you out either. Okay. Next, I'm going to apply a highlighter. I'm going to use the MAC Cream Color Base and Shell. You could also use, I like to use also the Benefit High Beam, or any kind of liquid luminizer would work. Something like that. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger and just go on my cheekbones, just a little bit above my brow. Doesn't have to be clean because we're going to put our foundation over it. I'm not going to go on my nose because that makes me look even oilier than I am. I might just put a little bit on my upper lip, like that. Okay. And the next thing I'm going to do is my actual foundation. I'm going to use the Revlon Colorstay in Nude 200. I'm going to open the lid and make sure my hands are clean. I'm just going to pour a little bit in the lid. And that much is enough. I'm just going to dot it like that. I'm just going to put little dots on my forehead. Then I'm just going to rub it out. You don't need a lot of this foundation. It's really blendable. It's really nice and it stays on your face all day. And once you put your foundation over your highlighter, it'll just like blend beautifully. And it'll just highlight those features that you highlighted really nicely. Okay, we're done with the foundation part. Well, not really done. I'm gonna use the Sigma Flat Top Synthetic Kabuki to just buff it in if there's like anything left, kind of. I like this part because it makes it like set on the skin really beautifully. It's a really nice brush. Okay. Next, I'm going to do my under eye concealer, or corrector. I'm going to use Bobbi Brown Corrector in Porcelain Peach. Looks like that. And that's the back. I'm just going to use my MAC 192 brush. And it's really big. All you have to do for this, it's so creamy. You just like dip the tips into the brush. So that much is on it. And then all you do is apply some there, just kind of like stipple it on, and then blend it out. You could put your primer for your eyeshadow underneath your eye, and that prevents your corrector from creasing. I like correctors because they brighten the under eye area. Okay, and I also take a smaller concealer brush. I'm going to use the Sigma F70 and just dot it in a little bit. Go in there in the darker areas and use that brush. Okay. Next, I'm just going to use a concealer for any blemishes I have. I'm going to use this Smashbox Hammer Ready concealer. It's in a stick, so I'm just going to put the brush on the stick and conceal any blemishes. I have a little bit of sunburn, so my whole face isn't just like red. Okay. Next, I'm just gonna apply powder to set all of that. I'm gonna use just a Sigma large powder F30 brush. It's just like a big powder brush. And I'm gonna use the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish Natural and Medium. I like getting any excess off the edges first, and then putting it in the actual powder. You don't need a lot. You could also go in there with a larger shadow brush to set your under eye concealer. I sometimes do that, but I'm not going to now. Okay. Oh. The brush shedded. Okay. Next, I'm going to put on blush, and I'm going to use the Sigma Large Angle Contour F40 brush. It's like this. I keep a brush guard on it, because if I didn't, it would just like fan out and have all these like ones that come off like that, and it would just be a complete mess. So I just made my own brush guard out of tape. There's a video on how to do that, but it's basically you just take the non-sticky part of the tape and roll it around the barrel and then slide it up, and that's a brush guard. Okay. I'm just gonna use a MAC blush in Coygirl. It's purple, but it looks really good with my skin tone. It turns it kind of pinky. And I'm just gonna start applying it to the apples and stipple it up and then blend it out. Okay, and lastly, I'm just going to apply my bronzer or my contour. I'm not really using this for contour, but it kind of does naturally. I'm going to use the Nars Laguna. I'm just going to put my large powder brush in it, and I'm going to use the E3 method, or the 3E, and I'm going to start at the temples and go down and do the 3. I just like doing this because it doesn't make my face look like it's just one color. Then sometimes I go back with the contour brush, like this, and just do a little extra contouring on the cheekbones. Okay, that's it guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. Subscribe. Bye.